Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. परमेश्वरं प्रीतिपूर्वकं भजन्तः भक्ता ये अनन्य बुद्धियोगेन सम्यक् दर्शन लक्षणेन भगवन्तं परमेश्वरम् आत्मत्वेन उपयान्ति प्रतिपद्यन्ते तं बुद्धियोगं भगवान् वासुदेवः मे ददातु इति आशीर्निरन्तरं भूयान् ददामि बुद्धियोगं तं येन माम् उपयान्ति ते. In the 10th chapter, Bhagavan tells this. That means there are two sources by which we get the buddhi. When Bhagavan gives us the buddhi, the understanding, the knowledge, then we reach Bhagavan. And if our knowledge is about the worldly things, we reach the worldly things. See? So, in the 31st we have seen, Bhagavan has emphasized on dispassion. Only dispassion is not enough. Like in deep sleep we have got full dispassion, but that is not realization. Then in addition to dispassion, we also must have the correct knowledge. If a bird has one very strong wing, dispassion, other wing is very weak, and if that bird tries to fly, he will be wriggling in the same place. He won't be able to go high up in the sky. In the same manner, if we have got only dispassion, meaning what? I lead a very simple life, I don't want this, I don't want that. See, it's not enough. मजबूरी का नाम महात्मा गांधी, there is a saying. How come, Maharaj, you did not get married in your life? No, I had dispassion. Nobody wanted to get married to you, man. Therefore, you became a Babaji. See, dispassion alone is not enough. We must not unduly glorify dispassion. If you see the life of Janak Maharaj, he was a king. If you see the life of Bhagwan Ram, he was a king. But does it mean that he had no knowledge? He had sufficient dispassion. And the reason behind this, the difference between these two texts, one is pertaining to Bhagwan Ram, second is pertaining to Arjun. Bhagavad Gita was told to Arjun at the fag end of our life, of his life. You are all belonging to the Arjun class. You know the age of characters in Bhagavad Gita at the time of war. When the war took place, That time, Bhagwan Sri Krishna was 89 years old. Arjuna was 3 years younger than Bhagwan Krishna. So who is creating problem in this world? Youngsters? No. Oldies are creating problems in this. So Arjuna got the Upadesha from Bhagwan Krishna at a very late stage of his life. And Bhagwan Ram got his Upadesha when he was 15 years of age. See the difference? Therefore, Bhagwan Ram's life began after he gained the wisdom. And Arjuna's life concluded without wisdom. Because he says in the Uttar Gita, O Lord, before the war you told me something, I liked it, but I don't remember exactly what it was. Can you please tell me? After satsanga, the questions come. See? Therefore, only dispassion is not enough. It must be equally substantiated with knowledge. Therefore, Parameshwaram Priti Purvakam Bhajantaha Bhaktaha Yena Ananya Buddhi Yogena. See? Ananya Shintayanto Mam Ye Jana Pariupasate Tesham Nityabhiyuktanam Yogakshemam Vahamyam. This is the statement. Ananya means what? Anya means other. Ananya means not other. See? Ananya Chintayanto Mam. Those who are thinking of me not as other than themselves. Don't push the God outside. Remain there. Don't come out. No. Ananya Chintayanto Mam. Chintayantaha, those who are thinking, contemplating, and remaining aware that the God, the Lord, the Paramatma, the Brahman is not away from me. See? The waker is away from me in the dream and the deep sleep. The dreamer is away from me in the waking and the deep sleep. But I cannot be away from me. See? Not knowing this, what we do? We want to go away from the world and be in the Himalayas and do sadhana. See? But we forget, the problem is not the world. Wherever you go, there you are the source of all the problems. See? Where will you run away? There was one man from Canada. He called me and he said, Swamiji, I want your advice. So I said, okay. What advice you want? I want to come to India and get one guru and then get sannyas. So kindly suggest me something. I said, very good. Very few people want like this thing. Now tell me kindly, what is your budget? If you want to buy property in Bombay, then what will you say, what is your budget? See? My budget is 10,000 rupees. You will not be allowed to enter Bombay. See? Then he said, thereafter I want to get sannyasa. So where sannyasa is there? Who gives sannyas? So I laughed. He said, no, don't laugh, I am very serious. I said, okay, if you are serious, listen. Don't leave Canada. Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. You have learned everything in sannyas. He said, Swamiji, I think you have not understood what I said. I said, yes, I have not understood. Therefore, leaving the places, changing the situation is not the way to spiritual evolution. See? Therefore, ananya chintayanto mam ananyatvena bhajantaha. So never, God cannot forsake us, because He is not other than us. Only thing, we don't recognize Him. See? How to recognize Him? So find out what are the discussions about God in the scriptures. Ajopi san navyayatma bhutanam ishwaropi san ajaha api unborn though avyayaha api unchanging bhutanam ishwaraha controller of everything. Now find out in yourself. Do we have the experience of birth? We don't have. This is the biggest bluff in this world. Everywhere we read DOB, date of birth. And these people who do the horrible scope, in that horrible scope, they have date of birth, time of birth, place of birth, except two recorded births. No birth is on a round figure. You check anybody's horoscope. Birth is 729. Some like 29 when the head was coming out or the tail was coming out. Sometimes that because of dystocia, the delivery is very long. So he is all funny things. See? Bhagwan Ram and Bhagwan Krishna were born exactly at 12 o'clock, although they were not Sardarji. See? Therefore, the time is neither known to the mother, nor known to the child, nor known to the nurse who is operating, because there are dozens of them delivering. Where will she see who has come? Who has come? And after that they tie down something and then the labels. What is the number? 420. 420 child. All tamasha. And that me, I am born. We have neither the experience of birth, avyayaha. We have no experience that we are growing. It is the society tells us. Yesterday when I took picture with her father, Skanda Prasad, I said, hey, let's take a selfie. I said, two young people together. He smiled, he said, in my whole life I smiled for the first time. Friends, therefore, we have never experienced birth, ajaha, avyaha, never experienced change. Bhutana Mishwaraha, are we not controlling the waking, dream, deep sleep and samadhi? What happens to us? That is me. Instead of focusing attention on that, we get lost in husband, wife, brother, father, sister. They have no existence. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad tells, in the deep sleep, tatra mata amata bhavati, tatra pita apita bhavati. In deep sleep, mother is not mother, the father is not father, the wife is not wife, the husband is not husband. That husband who cannot look at his wife with the eyes open, in the deep sleep he snores so loudly. Where from the courage comes? Because now I am no more a husband, ha ha! And that happiness comes out in the form of snoring. And whenever you are happy, you are never in a hurry. You know that? Can happiness be in a hurry? It is in a very cool time. Therefore, nobody snores hurriedly. Kar, 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 kar. No, 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 no. It goes saptaswara. Kar. See, friends. Therefore, Ananya Buddhi Yogena, we have never divorced ourselves from ourselves. In Upanishad Bhashya says, Aheyam Anupadeyam. You can reject everything in this world. You cannot reject yourself. Aheyam cannot be rejected. Because cannot be rejected, therefore need not be gained. See, we are man, we become husband. Husband can be rejected. Man cannot be rejected. In the same manner, Parameshwaram Priti Purvakam Bhajanta Bhaktaha Yena Ananya Buddhi Yogana and Samyak Darshana Lakshanena. Now what is Samyak Darshan Lakshana? See, Ananya Chintayantu Mam Ye Jana Pariupasate Paritaha, under all situations. Never there is a moment when we have forgotten our divine nature. See? It's extremely important. Dehanyaso hi sanyasaha naiva kashaya vasasa naham deho mahatmeti nischayam jnana lakshanam. See, we are tailor-made sannyasi. One of my friend in Goa, he gets my all clothes done. In his shop it is written, God created man, we create a gentleman. True. After putting on the clothes only, we become gentlemen. Get out of into the world as God's creation. So what is sannyasa? Dehanyaso hi sannyasa. When the life is no more lived as the body, for the body, on everybody. Jnana, Nishchayam Jnana Lakshanam. So firmly rooted in this knowledge. This is what Bhagavan says here. Samyak Darshana Lakshanena. No doubt whatsoever. How can it be Karnataka? See? In the beginning of the last century, 1910 up to 1930, 1935, the ladies or the girls never used to come on the stage to act. That time, gents used to perform the role of the girl or a woman. See? So when he is performing the role of a woman on the stage, will he forget that he is a man? Think. In the same manner, we may perform the various roles that we are playing, but we must not forget our divine nature. This is what is mentioned here. Samyak darshana lakshanena bhagavantam parmeshwaram atmatvena upayanti. So what is the spiritual life? Start playing God, God. But don't tell others. It should be within our mind. And how it is? Sorrows I know, the joy I know, therefore I am beyond the two. The gain I know, the loss I know, therefore I am beyond the two. In other words, when there is a gain, a gainer is not born. When there is a loss, a loser is not born. In simple words, let there be an experience where experiencer is not born. This is all. Okay? Parameshwaram Atmatvena upayanti pratibhadyanti tam buddhiyogam Bhagavan Vasudevaha me dadatu. See, dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayantite. So if we want to know that God's grace is showering on us, we will never push the God away from us. Be attentive. An example. There was a classroom, small kids, boys, girls, and shouting, fighting, and all chaos. And one of the child says, "Hey, Miss is coming." Everybody is calm and quiet. Either she has come or not. But only they were told that Miss is coming. If this example you understand, be attentive. If we remain aware that Narayana Vasudeva is 24/7 in our heart, whatever we do before doing is known by Him. Whatever we speak before speaking, it is heard by Him. Whatever we think before the thought erupts, it is known to Him. If we become aware of His presence, will a wrong action, a bad word, or a negative thought ever come in? This is buddhi yogam tam dadami aham. But for us, oh, God is that side. No. You cannot forsake Him. He cannot forsake you. So may that ever happen. So Bhagavan Vasudevaha me dadatu iti ashihi nirantaram bhuyat. Let this thought ever be rooted in us. Continuing further. Vikaramantarena Swadhyastham Sarva Sakshat Avyavadhanena Swarupa Bodhena Ikshate Pashyati iti Sakshi Anubhava Siddhi Samyak Bhuyat Vikaram Antarena Swa Adhyastam Sarvam Sakshi Avyavadhanena Swarupa Bodhena Ikshate. See? So whatever is experienced by us, see? Whatever is known by us, is all illuminated by the Sakshi Chaitanya. Meaning what? Experiences are going through, but the Sakshi Chaitanya is the one who is illuminating all the experiences but not getting influenced by them. Now here 3 stages we have to understand. When we are conducting the life in this world, waking state, that time we have to practice drashta bhav. Drashta bhav means what? Dekho, suno, mat bolo. No comment, no suggestion, no evaluation, no nothing. Drashta bhav. Our present condition is we have got suggestion, comment on everything. Therefore, Mahamantra is who asked you. When we thus arrest our mind from these old habits, we have no business in this world. Drashta bhav. It is while dealing our day-to-day life. Second stage, when we are sitting for our prayers, I hesitate to use the word meditation. So whenever we are sitting for bhajan, prayers, in your language, meditation, that time the thoughts will come and go. So that time practice Sakshi Bhava. See? So Drashta Bhava, you observe but you don't get involved. In Sakshi Bhava, you do not fight with any thought. And the last stage, Udasinam Adasinam Asaktam Teshu Karmasu. Udasinata. Whether there is joy or sorrow, whether there is a gain or a loss, nobody, no experiencer is born. These are the three stages through a seeker has to go. And for that we told you, the first stage, living in the world. Live in the world, but we don't have to give any comment. For that, Mahamantra is, Dekho suno mat bolo. Then at the Sakshi Bhava, see, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? Suppose sometime bad thoughts come, let them come. Where will they come, poor fellows? Will the thoughts come in the nose? Thoughts have to come in the mind, and they don't come from outside. They were already there. Therefore, meditation is a dhobi ghat, wherein you take your clothes, apply soap and heat them with, earlier days you must have seen, they take the cloth and heat down, or they will take in a maro, so that all the dirt comes out. This is the second stage, Sakshi Bhava Maro. And when the dirt comes out of the cloth, are we happy or we are miserable? We are happy. Therefore, recognize this. Whatever dirty thoughts, they are coming out of our mind at the time of meditation, it is God's grace. That is the application of Vasudeva soap. What soap you use? Vasudeva. All the dirty things will come out. When these two things we practice, Drashta Bhav and Sakshi Bhav, the third thing will start happening. Udasinam Adasinam. And for that our mantra is what? Who asked you? We keep on talking. Did anybody ask us? No. One imaginary example I am giving you, this is not truth. Otherwise you will take it real. Once I told my friend, hey, please don't tell anybody. You are my very close friend, therefore I am telling you. When I ran away from the jail, I was there on a murder issue. Then to protect myself, what to do, what not to do, so I became a Babaji. Now I am very happily living. But don't tell anybody, okay? No, Swamiji, why not? He also had one special friend. Don't tell anybody. That don't tell anybody, ultimately it came to one person. He told me, Swamiji, you are my close friend, therefore I want to tell you what people are talking about you. Where from it started, Purnamadaha, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamudachyate. To protect this is the Mahamantra. Who asked you? Observe how many things we talk to others when nobody has asked us. Okay? Now one more observation. Suppose here we are staying, and if one person tells that, this evening when I was going to sleep, right in front of my room there was a snake was going. I got so frightened and whole night I could not sleep. He will tell it next day. Do you think others will keep quiet? How much was the snake? This one, nothing. I saw this snake. Now, there also competition in the size of the snake. Who asked you? Who asked you? Many a times we talk when nobody has asked us anything. The reason is we want to get involved in discussions. And this is how the argument logic begins. And it ends up only wastage of our divine energy. Therefore, we have to get out of this, remain udasina vadasinam, remain indifferent. And if you feel that they are feeling that you are not in, then you ask some question. Hey, today is very hot, isn't it? The topic is changed. You know, the biggest spiritual practice what I have learnt is, we should have the ability to change the topic. Like when you are watching TV, some rubbish program, change the channel over. In the same manner, when people are change the topic, see? Like many people ask us, Swamiji, we want to know about you. Yes, I was born with a cesarean. Swamiji, why are you telling? I said, yes, I remember. Nice. Next time they stop asking. See, friends, don't get lost in all nonsense. Continuing further, Vikaramantarena Swadhyastham Sarvam Sakshat Avyavadhanena Swarupa Bodhena Ikshate Pashyati iti Sakshi Anubhava Siddhi Samyak Bhuyat. Now this statement which I explained you, now let us look at it from different angle. Vikaram antarena, without getting influenced by anything. Antarena swa adhyastham. Be attentive. Thoughts are not something like the mouse on the table. Thoughts in the mind. No. Mind and thoughts are not two. See? But we struggle quite and become more miserable. Only learn. That is why I am telling you, understanding is more important than mechanical dispassion. See? And where I learned it, again I am telling you, learn from every experience. You will grow wise. Those who don't learn from their experience, they grow old and otherwise. See, we have to learn. So when I do the ironing on my cloth, that time I have learned it. Therefore, that is my ironing meditation. This happened many years before in Lonavala. I was staying somewhere. And as usual, wash the clothes, then squeeze them and kept on the tap, and as usual forgot. When I had to again put on, then that lungi was doing Bharatanatyam. I said, I can't put on like this thing. So I had to do the ironing. So I put it on the table, and when I was to start ironing, one person came, Swamiji, what are you doing? I said, it's none of your business. No, Swamiji, not like that. I want to ask you something. I said, before you ask me, that dining table is not clean. Clean it properly. Nothing is free. And all the kachra that you have collected, put it in a plate and show me. He did it. Now Swamiji, I said, now shut up. Only answer my questions. I said, on this lungi, what do you see? Nothing. I said, are you blind? I can see something. Yeah, there are wrinkles. See, you are intelligent. There are wrinkles. Very good. Now, as you have removed the unwanted particles on the dining table and collected in this plate, I will also remove all these wrinkles by an iron box and put it in your plate. Okay? Hold it properly, and I moved this thing and so show me where the wrinkles are. We talk about thoughts. Where are the thoughts? Only understanding. Number one. Number two, thoughts are not problem. Then the flow of thoughts is a problem. we take bath in Ganges. Enjoy cool water and very nice, smoothly going. Enjoy. But when the Ganges are in floods, then you try to do that. You will not be carried away by the water. You will be carried away by the flow of water. Exactly the same way. Thoughts are not problem. The flow of thoughts is a problem. Now the question comes, how the thought flow happens? Whenever the thought is pertaining to something finite, each finite thought breeds the next thought. I want a cup of tea in the morning at 4 o'clock. Thought. Where are the tea leaves? And where is the kettle? I don't know. These people, one after another thought. Because I want a cup of tea is a finite thought about a finite object. Take other thought. Other thought is Sri Krishna. Complete. No thought. Followed by silence. But old habit, again some thought is likely to come, again fire, Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna. Japa is done only for arresting the flow of thoughts. But there we create a flow of thoughts. Om no sham no sham no sham no sham no sham Om no sham no sham no sham no sham no sham no sham. And then Om Namah Shivaya becomes such abbreviated. Om no sham no sham no sham. Shivji gets confused. Is he calling you or me? See? Parvati says, I don't know, your devotees are always like that. Arey Baba, arrest the thought flow. That is important, not the thoughts. Because the wrinkles are wrinkles. And crease is also a wrinkle, is it not? But what is the difference? These wrinkles are self-cancelling each other, fighting with each other. But the crease is a unidirectional wrinkle artificially created, which will add beauty to the cloth. Our thinking is like the wrinkles. And when you are contemplative, a contemplative person is an asset to the society and also an asset to himself. This is what is mentioned here. Vikaram antarena, without any modification, swadhyastam, whatever is superimposed on oneself, sarva sakshi avyavadhanena. Now, this sakshi who is undisturbed, swarupa bodhena ikshate. Now he knows, I am just the illuminator and not the illumined. Pashyati sakshi anubhava siddhi samyak bhuyat. Therefore, these simple words we told you, let there be any experience, good or bad, no experience should create a personality as a happy or a miserable one. No. Continuing further, Dehendriyadi Sakala Jada Avabhasakatvena Atma Chidrupa iti Chidatma Anubhava Siddhi Samyak Bhuyat Deha Indriya Adi Sakala Jada. See, now this we are able to understand easily. The world is inert. Body is also inert. How body is inert? Body undergoes no experience. Like in this place, whether we keep our shoes or we keep the Vigraha Bhagwan Krishna. It is Jad, no problem. Exactly the same way, our body is equally Jad. See? Not theoretically, you must experience it. I'll tell you how I experience, and it has gone deep in my system. Something was wrong with my big toe, and something was growing there like a strawberry, red one. So one of my friend doctor, he came, did namaskar. He says, Swamiji, what is the growth on your toe? I said, that is a wisdom toe. It is growing. He said, it is not a matter of joke. I said, then what do? I don't know the name. He said, this is not simple, it is serious, you should get it operated right now. I said, okay, I'll get it. He said, no, I am a doctor, I can do it. He said, come. I went with him. Sat on the chair, put my leg on the stool. He gave local anesthesia. Big things. Then after 10 minutes, he took the rubber hammer. Tuck, 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 tuck. What do you feel? I said, I am feeling emotional. No, not that way. There, are you feeling anything? I said, where? That means I am not feeling anything. Then he said, now you can watch your operation. So he took the scalpel, cut the toe, and then remove whatever he wanted to remove. And he says, Swamiji, you are lucky. Everything has come out. No roots are left behind. I said, congratulations to you, not to me. And then he gave the stitching, and all that blood was coming out. And that time I thought, I have become realized, gone beyond body identification. So happy for 15 minutes. Afterward, the pain started. Oh God! That day I discovered, body does not undergo any experience. When the body is enlivened by the invocation of the mind, so that enlivened body is different from the ordinary body. Therefore, body doesn't have any experience. Sense organs don't have any experience. This is red, green, yellow, no problem. The more you think about it, and in this manner you come to the intellect. Intellect itself is also inert because it is Prakriti Karya. Now to understand this, if you stand in front of the wall, there won't be any reflection. But if we stand in front of the mirror, there will be reflection. Both are inert. But in one, reflection happens. In other, it doesn't happen. Exactly the same way, the light of consciousness cannot reflect in the world, in the Panchakoshas, and only in the Buddhi, which is inert by itself. In that Buddhi, when the consciousness reflects as the Chidabhasa, the Chidabhasa Yukta Buddhi is called as somebody. The intellect is inert by itself. It becomes enlivened because of the reflection of the consciousness. See? And this reflection, is it real? It appears. And therefore, in waking, the I, ego is 100%. In dream, it is 50%. In deep sleep, there is no ego. Because that time, the intellect is enfolded. It has merged back to the Prakriti. Therefore, in deep sleep, there is no ego. So what is the ego therefore? Ego is like the husband. Paramatma expressing through the intellect as the reflected Paramatma, and this intellect with the reflected Paramatma is called a Jiva or the ego. These things should be distinctly clear. Then you will see what a fun it is to live in this world. Therefore, Dehe Indriya Sakala Jada Avabhasakatvena. All these things are eliminated by this conscious light, that Atma Chidrupa iti. Therefore, the self is pure consciousness alone. Iti Chidatma Anubhava Siddhi. Therefore, this experience must become firm. These are so simple things, friends. Colors and forms do not influence the vision. What sadhana will you do? Sense organs do not influence the mind. What sadhana will do? The likes and dislikes do not influence the buddhi, viveka. The presence or dissolving the buddhi doesn't influence the life. Whether there is life or no life, Paramatma is untouched. That Paramatma is our essential nature. Therefore, na kuch pana, because you are divine. You don't have to get anything. We don't have to become divine. We are. Na kuch khona. When all of you go away from here, will there be a loss to my vision? Think. When some more people are added, will it be a burden to my vision? In the same manner, so many times waking dreams have come, nothing is added to us. So many times deep sleep and samadhi has happened, nothing we have lost. We are the same. Asangoham, 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 punah punah. May this happen is the blessing of the wise people to the seekers of truth. But why, by this, what is going to happen? Is my son going to get married or not? That you tell me. Hare Rama. Going to the jewelry shop. See, another example I will tell you. There was a great Mahatma in our near Mumbai, Ganeshpuri. He was a Tamilian. Looked after by one Iyer family. And they named him as Nityananda. He was Siddha Mahatma. And he moved like he was in Kasargod. There also he had done something. Ultimately he settled in Ganeshpuri. So many people from Karnataka, they used to go to him. And in every Udupi shop, there is his photo. Because of his blessing, all these hotels started. He was frustrated. Do you know why? I am here to sell the diamonds. See? Diamond means हीरा. In his word, मैं यहाँ हीरा बेचने को बैठा हूँ. लोग आके हिंग मांगते हैं. I am here for selling the diamonds, and people come and ask for asafoetida. Are Ram, 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 Daridri. We must even think of something higher in here also. If we have to really get the blessing from the Mahatma, this is the real blessing. Chidatma Anubhava Siddhi Bhuyat. All other things are secondary. Let us not get unnecessarily involved in all these things. Now 35th one. Atmani kadachidapi apriya bhavena parama premaspadattvena cha Atma paramananda rupa iti Atma anubhava siddhihi samyak bhuyat Atmani kadachidapi apriya bhavena. See? One can never have a notion of not loving oneself. Atmanastu kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. A number of examples are given in the Upanishad. The wife is dear to the husband not for the sake of the wife but for his own sake. The husband is dear to the wife not for the sake of the husband but for her own sake. The son is dear to the father, not for the sake of the son, but for his own sake. 9 examples are given. See? But we are dear to us for our own sake. Because we are of the nature of bliss, happiness. See, friends. Therefore, Atmani kadachit api apriya abhavena. See? Never it can happen that I don't like myself. And those who consider that my life is wastage, I am going to commit suicide, they have mistaken identity. They think themselves to be body, and therefore if I kill my body, I will be liberated. No, you are going the wrong way. Therefore, param premaspadattvena cha, our love for ourselves is the highest one. When somebody is very old, on the deathbed, that time those people who are around, what can I do? This also died. So this mic was enlivened. It was dead. Exactly the same way when the battery is over. See, friends. Therefore, Atma Paramananda Rupaiti Anandanubhava Siddhi Samyak Bhuyat. Therefore, don't seek happiness in life. You all know one verse from Bhagavad Gita. And that verse is mostly, am I audible to all? Those who are telling no, how can they say no?
A bit closer, Swami.
I should put it inside my throat also. You can increase from there. So, done. Now if you cannot hear, move your ears. It is said, कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफल हेतुर्भूः माते संगासु अकर्मणि. Normally, what is the popular translation? You have got right to do your duty, don't expect anything, and don't be the doer, and don't be lazy. 4 things. This is super. This is the surface swimmers. Remember, Bhagavan Krishna's words have got tremendous depth. It is not superficial. You see the Hindi, English, Telugu or your Tamil translation, upar. No. What Bhagavan says there is this. See? Now be attentive. Karmani eva te adhikaraha. Do we have a choice whether I want to do something or I don't want to do something. If there is nothing, we keep on moving our legs. We just can't keep quiet. Therefore, if we are doing something or the other, why not do what is our obligation? Number one. Second thing, can we live yesterday? We cannot. Can we live tomorrow? We cannot. We have to live today and now. Be attentive. Whatever I am doing, if I expect the result of my speech afterwards, after the speech is over, then you will get up and give me a standing ovation, and then I will be happy. What I am doing unknowingly, I am postponing my happiness in the future period of time. Thereby, I am ready to accept that now I am miserable. But if I do this thing, I will be happy. Are not parents doing the same thing? I am looking after my child. Now when he is grown up, he will do this thing and he will look after me and blah 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 blah. And the son becomes a Babaji. Hare Rama. Now if we understand this much, happiness can never be yesterday nor can it be tomorrow. Happiness is always in the present. See, those who think, they cannot laugh. Those who laugh, they don't think. Therefore all the thinkers are all the time like, as if they have consumed a handful of caterpillars. What happened? Thinking. I am worried what is going to happen to this world. Therefore, what is meant by Bhagavan Krishna? Don't seek happiness through your actions, but let every action be an expression of happiness. This is the meaning of that. Now, if we are, whatever we have to do by body, by speech and by mind, these are the three channels through which we operate. Whatever we are doing by the body, if you are doing it happily, you will not be tired. By the mouth, the speech, if you are talking happily, you will not be bitter. If you are thinking happily, you will not be destructive. That is the beauty of life. That is the meaning. Karmanyeva adhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. No, if I do this thing, this will happen and then I will become happy. It has never happened. Okay, if this was, then I will not do anything. No. Don't be lazy. Ma karma phala heturvu. Meaning what? Do not become the cause of creating the karma phala. Now how the karma phala is created? When there is a doer associated with the doing. See? When anything is being done, therefore one technique I tell you. Let us practice to use the passive voice. I have done this thing. No, hey, this is done. Who has done is not important. The work is important. See, friends, Bhagavan, how many times? Maya tadamidam sarvam jagadam vyakta murtina. This whole world is permeated by me. See, in that, world is important, not me. Where this I is secondary, there only the truth is revealed. Ma karma phala heturvu. And ultimately, ma te sangastu akarmani. Don't retire in life. Keep occupied. Learn something. Let the child in us not die. See? Learn something. One example I had quoted one or twice. There was a Sindhi gentleman. I don't know if there is a Sindhi here. So there was okay, I'll make it Tamilian. Then you will feel good. It's just an example. There was a Tamilian. And Tamilian, they don't want to learn Sanskrit. So he heard me. And then he said, Swamiji, when you told we should keep learning something, don't retire. Therefore, I decided to learn Sanskrit. I said, why? He said, no, I heard that in the heavens they talk Sanskrit. So when I go there, if I ask them Tanni, then nobody will understand. So therefore, I thought, let me learn Sanskrit so that in the heavens I will be at home. I said, you are great, God bless you. But for every planning there is a plan B. Yes. You will go to heaven, I have no doubt. But suppose you happen to go to hell, then I know Tamil. Learn something or the other. It will keep the child in you alive. Doesn't matter what you learn. Learn something. It will keep you so cheerful and happy. Like the children. When they learn A, B, wherever they go with their mom, wait, why? I can read that. A, B, Mummy, this is A or this is B? The child is confused. No, first is B, second is I got it now. B-A-T-A. And he's so happy because I have learned. The happiness of learning is infinite. See, friends, you have to learn. Nobody can teach us. Therefore, the real spiritual practice is learn something or the other. And the best way is, this is what my hobby is. Every time, take up some new text. Then only there is a polishing to the buddhi. Otherwise, the same thing, mechanical. Get out of that. Even Bhagwan will be confused, yaar ban kar. Discover some new text and study. Then your intellect, buddhi, doesn't become rotten. See? And when we stop this, then you become completely lazy. This I am telling you from my understanding and visiting to so many places. There are many places where there are Mahatmas. Big ashram, huge one. Thousands of disciples and all that. And this Mahatma is sitting there on a huge asana. And he is all the time waiting which new person comes and his information is given. This fellow is very rich, okay? Then Mahatma will get up and receive him from there. No, engage yourself, learn something new. Then only we grow spiritually. Continuing further. अभारूपस्य विश्वस्य भानं भासक सन्निधिं विना कदाचिदपि न संभवति इति भारूपात्मा सर्वगतः इति सर्वगतात्मानुभवसिद्धिः सम्यक् भूयात् Abharupasya Vishwasya Bhanam. The inert world cannot be known without the knower. See? Two chairs sitting next to each other. And from that side one huge structure is walking in. Will the chairs start talking to each other? I hope he doesn't sit on me. No, it doesn't happen. What a fun it is. Therefore, abharupasya, the inert world, is not known by itself unless there is somebody illuminating. See, Vedanta Shastra, this is a basic principle. Knowledge cannot happen unless a knower is born. This is a mic. Now who knows this is a mic? The mic doesn't know. Then I know this is a mic. So when the knower is born, then only the knowledge takes place. And the known is inert and the knower is sentient. This is what he said, abharupasya vishwasya. This world which is by itself inert, bhanam bhasaka sannidhim vina, unless it comes in contact, association with the illuminator, kadajit api na sambhavati, it is never possible. Therefore, Paramatma is both existence as well as consciousness. If this principle we are able to catch properly, we have done a great favor to ourselves. Very important. See, Paramatma is the same, Brahman is the same. When that reality is expressing through a conditioning, which is able to express only the existence aspect of the Paramatma, then it is called as inert. Then the same reality where it is expressing through another conditioning, where the Sat and Chit, both aspects of the reality are able to express, then it is called as the Jivatma. So Jada Chetana, inert and sentient, these are the attributes because of the conditioning, not because of that which is conditioned. In other words, electricity expressing through the bulb as light, expressing through the fan as a magnetic circle. That does it mean that there are different electricities behind? No. In the same manner, the illumined is only existence. Illuminator is conscious existence. This is what is mentioned here. Abharupasya vishwasya bhanam. This world is that wherein the truth is manifested only as inertness, and the other one where the truth is manifested as conscious existence, then only the world is established. So bhasaka sannidhim vina kadachinapi na sambhavati iti bharupatma. And therefore this conscious existence is sarvagataha, is all permeating. Be attentive. In Vedanta Shastra it is said, Drushya avachinna, that which is conditioned by the object of knowledge, and drashta avachinna, that which is conditioned by the knower, is one and the same. They are not two. The two-ness appears because of the conditioning. In the same manner, this reality alone is the drashta drishya, is on account of the upadhi. Therefore, sarvagati sarvagatatmanubhava siddhi. And therefore, this point also I told you, when we touch a Shivalinga, we are touching Paramatma directly. Only thing in that linga, the consciousness doesn't appear to manifest, but that doesn't mean it is not there. How important it is. Take an example, two bulbs. One has become fuse, other is having light. I think behind that fuse bulb there may not be electricity. Therefore light is not coming out of it. No, electricity is there, but the bulb has become fuse. I don't believe it. Okay, do one thing. Remove the fuse bulb, put your two fingers and come to realize. whether there is electricity or not. Therefore, whether it is a jada, inert, or sentient, behind both of them, it is the same reality. It is not different. So, sarvagata iti sarvagata atmanubhava siddhi samyak bhuyat. This is the blessing the teacher gives us. In the next verse, oh, how much it has become? More it has become. Before you shout, I should stop. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.